Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. So today, as the title shows, I'm going to be doing this flawless foundation routine for people that have problematic skin, unpredictable skin, spots that stick out the skin and yeah, just kind of giving you like a flawless base tutorial, and also for like my brows, which I do differently now, and it's just like an updated brow routine if you've watched my previous videos. So yeah, if you like how this looks, I do. I'm biased. Yeah, please keep on watching, and don't forget that if you do enjoy the video, please like, comment and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So at the moment my skin is a nightmare. I don't know what's going on with it. It's the worst it's been in literally like a year. I just had this random breakout come out of nowhere and I was like, oh hey, spots, okay then. Luckily I've got my eyelashes done, so I don't have to bother with eye makeup, which is wicked. But yeah, let's start off by priming my face. So my favourite primer of all time is, yeah, it's my MAC strobe cream. So I'm going to be using that. Just take like a little dot and put that. So this I actually do recommend if you have oily skin, even though it's actually not meant to be for oily skin. It's more if you want a dewy look, but for me I feel like it keeps my foundation matte really well, which is so weird when it's not even branded to do that. So in some ways it's a bad product because it's not, I don't know, it's just like, it's quite light but dense at the same time, and it's very slightly sticky, and I just feel like it forms such a good barrier between your skin and the product. So what I do first is my eyebrows. As I said, I use new products. I used to use a pencil by Eyebrow, but now I use a MAC brow pomade. So I use a Morphe spoolie and brush, and I use the colour Deep Dark Brunette. So I'm just going to come real close to do my brows. I feel like you can see all my imperfections is close. I'm so sorry. Just got to keep it real though. So I'm just brushing through my brows. I brush them up and then kind of smooth down. So I've just grabbed a little bit on here, and I'm literally gonna go from about halfway down my brow. This is already a bad brow day, like I'm telling you. And then the top as well from middle. And then really lightly, I'm just gonna go at the front. So I'm just gonna do my other brow now, speed it up. Yeah, that's them. I know this bit looks a bit weird, just gonna blend it out a little bit. And just kind of brush so the leftover product kind of blends into my brow to create that gradient effect even more. The concealer is going to make these babies look beautiful. It's the LA Pro Girl concealer. I absolutely love it. Like, I'm never going to use anything else, to be fair. I use it in creamy beige, and I just think it's literally like £5, so nothing. So with this, I make sure that I've got a fresh like squeeze, because I've noticed that makes a massive difference, because I have really dry skin under my brows, so I need this to be really moisturised. The brow right to the tail and right to the very front. Taking my MAC 252, I think, brush, and just, I feel like, oh, the skin is still so dry underneath my eyebrow, so it's not perfect, but it's not awful. It just means it's not quite as crisp as I'd like it to be, which is just a bit annoying, that's all. And that's my brows done. So they're semi-gradient, but they're not as good as I want them to be, but I feel like it's a process. And then I'm just going to set them with my Anastasia in the banana-y colour, because I have tan on at the moment, and then when I don't, I just use the lighter colour. But because I'm dry, this literally just clings to all my texture, and it's like, great. I use two different foundations at the moment because of my skin tone. Like, we're in the middle tanning stage. It's just, I can't use one. So I'm going to be using some of this, which you will have seen in my other videos if you've watched it, and I literally like ripped it to shreds. But I have used it since and it was really not as bad as that. Like, it lasted a lot longer, so I'm glad to say that wasn't a complete waste of £34. And then I've got a little tester of Estee Lauder. So I've got a semi-damp beauty blender, but I find if it's too damp, it doesn't work for me at all. That's just me personally though. I just feel like when it's too wet, it fully makes the foundation not full coverage at all. Like, it diffuses the coverage, and like the sponge itself clings onto so much product, like it just becomes nothing. So that's me personally. So when I see people completely rinsing to shreds their sponge, I'm like, how? So I'm just going to put a bit more Estee on and cover this disgusting spot that, oh my god, whoops. And I do blend it down my neck a little bit, but I'm not going to lie, I absolutely hate blending down the neck. I think it feels disgusting, and I feel like I'm just going to get makeup on all my clothes. So for you girls that literally blend it all the way down here, I'm like, girl, how? This is how it looks so far, and like, to an extent it doesn't look flawless, but when we have the concealer on and the powder, I feel like that really brings it together, and that's what makes it look properly flawless. So I'm going to be using my LA Pro Girl again, but I'm not going to use too much because I've noticed that when I tan, this is like a really light concealer that I use when I'm not tanned. If I put it like halfway down here like I tend to do, it just makes me look not tanned anymore, and then my face is like 10 times lighter than my body, and I'm like, why is my face not as tanned? And I'm like, concealer. But yeah guys, if you're not overly oily or if you have combination skin, I do recommend Charlotte Tilbury. I think a lot goes a long way, which is wonderful. And if you do choose to go and watch that video that I did, which was a wear test on Charlotte Tilbury, so I wore it all day and it just was a shambles, don't take that as the only representation. Go and watch other people's videos with different skin types, and I'm not gonna lie, I think the primer that I used had an impact, because when I tried it with my MAC primer afterwards, it really wasn't as bad. So maybe it just doesn't work with the Smashbox one. Can we just deep how far I've come? I literally remember I was like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. This was like years ago. I've always been interested in YouTube, and I always said I'd do YouTube, but I never had the confidence. I was like, I'll never go on camera with no makeup on. What did I do before I put this makeup on? Like, I don't care anymore. It's sick. Anyway, now I'm going in with my gorgeous, I love this sponge. It's so much softer than my foundation one. I need to get a new foundation one. I'm going in with my banana powder by Revolution, which is here. This is £5 and I think it's amazing. Honestly, cannot fault it. It makes my skin look so smooth, holds up for a long time. But I'd say because I've got quite a bit of Estee Lauder on it, it's not actually that oily today, because that's quite a matte foundation. But I'd still never go out with that powder no matter how matte the foundation is, because my skin likes to get very oily sometimes. Not good oily, like, oh, I look dewy, like my foundation is coming off oily. You can see my pores oily, so that's why I personally need powder. But yeah, look how much more flawless that looks now. The powder, obviously, I'm going to leave that on to bake. That's why I've got little specks all over my face. Perfect. I don't know why it says 3 for 2 on there, because it definitely wasn't 3 for 2 like that. That is off clothing. So I use this to like kind of contour and carve. What's that in my hair? Oh, my hair product's gone funny in my hair and now it looks like dandruff. Love that. Literally, if you're a curly girl, you'll know what I mean when your product goes crusty and it looks like you've got legit dandruff, but I haven't. Woo. So that's enough for me. And then I take the warmer colour, which is, I've hit pan on. Oh God, why does that look so red? Ooh, look at my skin tone. Yeah. Now, guys, prepare yourselves. I've got a new blusher palette from my best friend, Dali. Shout out Dali. She got me a Tarte one, and look at this packaging. Like, I can't get over it. And now look at this. I've never had a blusher palette before. I've only ever had like a single blusher. If you're a blusher gal like me, get yourself this palette, please. So they're all matte, but then this one's got a gorgeous shimmer in it. I don't know which one's my favourite, to be fair. Like, I can't pick. But today we're going to go with this one. And you don't need too much, which is what I love about this. And then we just add some rosiness. Oh, I love this so much. Now for nose contour. I swear I'm going to start using my actual fingers for nose contour because I tried to do it and it looked really good. Should I do it? No, not today. I just go in with this colour because I don't want warmth in my contour. And so yeah, that's how I contour my nose. I can't believe I used to go out not contouring it. Like, I'm just gonna strengthen these lines. I don't know, I need someone to teach me how to do my brows. So all we need to do now is wipe off the bake. Just using a cheap, pretty Superdrug brush. And then Fix Plus. I am gonna buy the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray because I tried it and it's really good, and also it's cruelty free, so I was like, yes. So refreshing. Like, oh, don't know if it actually does anything, but it's just so refreshing and feels so nice. Using my MAC. I need to find a cruelty free one, but with highlighters I'll buy them and then I won't like them. I might get the Fenty one because I had a mini one of that, also from Dali, thank you, and I loved it. Like, it was a lot softer than this one, but like less, I can't explain it, but it just, even though I'm someone who likes quite dramatic makeup, it was lovely. Like, couldn't fault it. So I'm just taking this little Morphe brush, I don't know what number it is, and I'm going to dip in and just put it on my inner corner. That's a good brush actually. I always thought like doing it with your finger would be like a lot more, but it's actually not. Like, wow, ooh, okay. And under the brow. And my Cupid's bow. Oh my god, I love this brush. Why have I not used it before? Time for lips, so I'm doing quite natural. I'm going with my MAC Mahogany lip pencil, which isn't natural at all, but it's a good just outline. And then I'm taking my Primark Luster lipstick, which always ends up in a mess, like it's all over my fingers. I cleaned this like the other day, and then and I can't not take a bit of my favourite lip gloss ever, which is Pat McGrath. I think it's in the shade Bronze Temptation. If you're after like a thick gloss that isn't sticky and makes your lips look like the shiniest, most voluptuous, plump thing ever, buy this. And let me just show you, like, so yeah, that's the end of my makeup routine. I hope it looks as flawless as you expected it to. Obviously you can still see like my texture and my spots, but literally no foundation would cover that. I mean, if Estee Lauder Double Wear doesn't cover it, they're just not going to be covered. Yeah, and hopefully you like it. But yeah, if you haven't already, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it. And if you want to watch any of my previous videos, they're on the screen now. I love doing that. One of these days I'm going to forget to edit in the videos and it's just going to be me like that. People are like, where are the other videos? That's the end of it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.